It was a cold November night, and the wind sliced through the trees lining the empty highway. I was driving my old car along a stretch I knew all too well. Yet something felt off this time. The road was silent, except for the soft rustle of dead leaves skittering across the asphalt and the hum of my headlights cutting through the darkness. Normally, I enjoyed these late-night drives peaceful, almost meditative, but tonight, the air carried a heaviness I couldn't shake. Around 11 p.m., I noticed a flickering light up ahead, far too dim to be another car. Curious, I slowed down, squinting through the fog that had rolled in unexpectedly. At first, I thought it was a gas station, but as I drew closer, it became clear it was just a lone, weathered road sign swaying unnaturally in the wind. I frowned, gripping the steering wheel tighter. Weird place for a sign, I muttered to myself. That's when I saw a figure standing at the edge of the road. At first, I thought it was a hitchhiker, but as I blinked, it didn't move, just stood there, completely still. My pulse spiked. Something about the posture, the way the fog clung to it like a second skin, made me uneasy. The figure didn't wave, didn't call out, just watched. I considered stopping, rationalizing that maybe it was someone in trouble, but a primal instinct told me not to. I accelerated slightly, keeping my eyes on it. It seemed to move with me, shadowing the car as I passed. Shaking, I glanced in my rearview mirror. There it was, faint in the mist, standing on the shoulder, staring directly at me. The hairs on my neck stood on end. I thought about my friends and family, about the warmth of home, and tried to focus on the road. The wind howled through the trees like whispers, carrying words I couldn't quite catch. 5 minutes later, I saw another figure woman, this time, her clothes tattered, a pale face that seemed to still, too smooth, almost unreal. I froze. Our eyes met for a fraction of a second, and then she vanished. My stomach lurched. How could someone disappear like that? The road was straight, the trees uninterrupted. There was no place to hide. My hands gripped the wheel tighter, knuckles white. Suddenly, up ahead, something lay sprawled across the lane. My heart stopped. Braking hard, I skidded just inches from it. There was no car, no accident, no sound, just a body, lifeless and eerily stiff. I stared, frozen, afraid to look closer. Slowly, I inched my car around it, my headlights illuminating the empty trees on either side, and that's when I saw movement. The body rose, slowly, methodically, standing now, watching me drive by with a blank, unreadable expression. I slammed my foot to the accelerator, refusing to glance back. The hum of the engine and the crunch of tires on wet leaves was deafening in my ears. Every shadow along the highway seemed alive, twisting and stretching as the fog swallowed the road behind me. My hands trembled uncontrollably as I pressed on, heart racing. The rest of the drive was a blur of fog, headlights, and the occasional glimpse of more figures lurking at the forest's edge. None of them moved aggressively, none chased me, but they were there waiting, watching, an invisible threat that clung to the night. When I finally reached the town lights, it felt like stepping into another world. The warmth, the safety, the normalcy, it was almost too much after the relentless tension of the road. I parked my car and sat in silence, trying to calm my racing heart. Later, when I told the locals about the highway stretch and the figures, they exchanged uneasy glances. "You don't want to drive that road at night," one said quietly. "It's been like that for years. People vanish there. Or at least, they say they do." To this day, I refuse to take that highway after dark. I avoid November nights in particular. The images of those faceless watchers, the cold fog, the lifeless body that rose, are burned into my mind. Some roads aren't meant to be traveled at night. Some presences aren't meant to be seen, but I saw them, and I'll never forget.